the society we're creating right now, more and more men don't want to get married. And I get why. There is almost zero upside for men getting married. This isn't me saying that men shouldn't get married, or women, but think about what society is telling men about what being a man is. Tell about society is men hardcore for getting married. If you get married and you get divorced, woman takes 50% of whatever you have. 80% of relationships, the man is the biggest provider. So that's a big right off the bat. What are you getting in exchange for that? Second, if you have kids with her, because the government doesn't think that you deserve it. So even good dads who try to stay in the kid's life, so there's a lot of men going, why the fuck would I do this? The good news is that will correct itself, because eventually then people start going, oh, right? When you create mistakes, you only create more error. Error creates more error. So we've gone so far the other direction that more and more men are going like, why the fuck would I get married?
This is for the women who think there are no more good men out there. I'll be honest, my opinion is the majority of men out there are crummy. They don't care about how we feel. They will cheat on us in a minute. They don't care that they're treating us how they wouldn't want to be treated. But ladies, there are men out there, might be a small percentage of them, but there are men out there that will treat you how they want to be treated, will be good stepfathers and good boyfriends to your children if you are a single mother, will treat you with respect. They have integrity. They're out there. Be patient. But what you need to do is prepare yourself for that man. Be the woman that you would want your son to date, or the woman you would want your daughter to grow up to be. Just wait. Hold out. There are good men out there. They're just disguised amongst the ones that are.
I think modern women have to start understanding that you're not really the only one out here that has anything to lose. That's what a lot of these modern women do a lot of times, is they try to say things like, well, you know, it's not good to get married because I'm going to have to be a slave and a servant, and they'll go on describing all of the things, all of the terrible things that they have to come in contact with. Mind you, the man that they're with is paying all of their bills, pretty much. The man that they're with is paying for the dates. He's paying for a lot of the things that she wants, and she's still complaining. She's still complaining about what he isn't doing, what he'll never be, what he hasn't been thus far. Just completely ungrateful. At some point in time, you have to, y'all be in the mirror looking at positive affirmations. How come there's no positive affirmation to understand how to treat a man? You love yourself. You're beautiful. You is kind. You is strong. You is purty. You is going to be nice today. You is going to be a good person. You is going to be respectful. How come y'all don't put that on y'all's mirror? How come y'all don't put that on y'all's list of affirmations? You is not going to be a jerk.
I'd really like to take things slow. Heard that before. AKA you want me to get hooked on you without any responsibility or commitment required. Sounds like you've really felt led on before. I pretty much assume your entire gender is trying to lead me on with stuff like this. Okay, well, the truth is, I've noticed myself have this pattern of rushing into things and falling for potential, and that really hasn't worked for me. I like you, and I want my next relationship to work, so I'm trying something new, taking my time. That makes sense, but past experiences have told me I shouldn't believe you. I get that, and you certainly don't have to. Trust is always a risk, and if you don't trust me with this, that's certainly your choice. Yep, I still think this is a trick. Fair enough. We probably aren't a fit then if you want me to move faster than I'm open to. So it's probably best if we end things here. Moving at a pace that works for me is really important to me, so I don't step over my own boundaries. This is a manipulation tactic, isn't it? I was just so honest with you. Not buying it.
I did not expect consideration from a woman until I got it. And now, I be goddamned if a woman come by here and not be considerate and I let her slide. I didn't know that I needed to be spoken to in a gentle way until a woman did it. I didn't know I needed to have space held for me emotionally until a woman did it. So do I expect way more? And don't, that's not even to mention the work that I've done in my own life. This is about, yes, men actually are raising our standard. It's happening slowly and surely, but it is happening. And I think right now we at this stalemate because women are raising theirs too. You feel me? So we all kind of looking at each other like, what else do you do? You know what I'm saying? Because no, I'm gonna keep it as candid as I can. For the longest time, money was enough. It was enough. You make you a decent living, you can find you a woman. Whether y'all loved each other or not wasn't the point. Y'all could find somebody. You had some on you, you can bear some kids, take care of a home, you can find you a man. That's not gonna work for nobody no more. So men are like, all right, you got shorty, what else? The last chick got that. Like, I ain't even have to work for that. So if you don't got more than that, what's up? And the same thing with ladies looking at the men. Like, big dog, I got my own 6 figures, so what else do you do aside from come with money? So it's like, yes, we are all raising our standards. What the problem is, we've hit a stalemate because this is new territory for everybody.
Modern women don't really know what they want, right? You want a man to take the lead in a relationship, but then you want him to also respect your independence. I'm independent. I don't need nobody. I want you to be decisive, but don't be so decisive that I can't be independent. You got to be so decisive that you got to know when I don't want to be independent. And you got to know when I want to step in and be independent. That's the type of man that I want. You got to know when I want to be told what to do versus when I don't want to be told what to do. And when I don't want to be told what to do, you just get out the way. Huh?
Why does this type of guy seem to ignore women? I'm going to tell you why in this video. Let's get into it. Number one, they know their value. They value their time and attention. And they're not going to use it to inflate a woman's ego. They're goal driven. They are too busy chasing purpose to be chasing women. This type of guy does not need to be in a relationship. Trust me, he's good being alone. So he's not desperate to fill up the space with a woman. He's calculated. He's strategic. And he probably knows the woman that he's interested in. A lot of guys want her too, and are probably giving her a whole lot of attention. And he ain't gonna be like everybody else, which is gonna make her wonder. This man does have a busy life. He has incredibly high standards for the women that he decides to pursue. So if he does decide to pursue you, he made a calculated decision to do so. Remember, just like she got options, he got options too. Because he's confident and he's secure in himself. He doesn't need the validation of a woman's interests. He knows his value and he knows his worth.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Aisha, why are you against that?
Oh, because I'm a woman and I have libido and I have needs, first of all. I'm not going to marry somebody that I know that I don't know whether or not we have physical chemistry. I know not for all women, that's not a priority.
Yeah.
You know, some women are thinking, I'm trying to have a baby. Some women are thinking, I'm trying to have security. I'm thinking, I got a checklist, but I also want passion. So for me personally, I'm not being betrothed without knowing whether or not we actually have physical chemistry. And also, I just don't buy into the whole puritanical thing that your stuff is supposed to be wrapped up, tight, perfect. Because I'm not a car, and I don't lose value the moment you drive me off the road. I'm sorry.
And a lot of these modern women will call you avoidant. If you want to weaken to yourself, I think they probably categorize it as, well, you're not wanting to spend no time with me, and you're not really wanting to talk with me. And really what they mean is, you don't want to talk to me right now. Like you don't want to talk on my schedule when I want to talk. And true enough, you have to have some sort of you're not gonna feel like talking all the time, right? And neither is she. And so y'all gotta come to some sort of agreement. You're not trying to force each other to talk. You're trying to get on the same page, but you're also trying to give each other space so that, no, we're gonna talk right now. No, I don't really feel like talking right now. I need to calm down, and I need to, understand my feelings and what's going on, so I don't pop off and say something I'm not supposed to say. So you do need to give space, and she need to give space as well. What happens is modern women don't want to give men that space anymore, right? It used to be that way in some situations. Modern women want it when they want it, how they want it, just like so. And when a man is saying, hey, I need a little bit of space, can you back off? I want to take a weekend to myself, or I want to go chill with the boys. It might not even be a problem. But because modern women, even though they say they're emotionally intelligent, they're not. They're like toddlers. And that's the behavior that you get, because they think everything revolves around them. And you're supposed to jump when they say to jump.
There is nothing more icky than watching a guy walk out of Starbucks with a Frappuccino in his hand. Like, sipping on his green straw. Oh my gosh. Order a black Americano like a man.
Yeah, guys do not care about your opinion on this. Because if a man likes a Frappuccino, which is basically a milkshake with a little bit of coffee flavor, he's going to enjoy it. He's definitely not going to let some woman that says the word icky ruin that.
And no, I don't mind being single for another 3 years. I don't care that the world looks at me like, oh no, she must be the problem because she's single at 30. Oh no, she must not be smart because she can't keep a man. She doesn't have a man. She's 30 and she's still not married. Oh my goodness. I don't care to rush into a relationship so that the world can see me as smart or someone who has it all together or someone who must not be the problem. Because if she doesn't have a man, she must be the problem. There must be a catch there. I don't care about that enough to rush into a relationship, rush into a marriage just to say, ooh, look, I'm married. I must know what I'm talking about. I must have it all together. There's no catch here. I don't care about that because when the door's shut and the curtains close and no one can see or hear us, he has to be there beside me when I am carrying our children, raising our children, going through grief when my parents are no longer here, getting older, my body changing, so on and so forth. Do you think I'm about to rush into a relationship with any old man so society can look at me like one of the women who knows what she's talking about because she has a man? No.
You really see a lot more men moving away from relationships and moving away from drama, moving away from nonsense. A lot of men choosing to check out. A lot of men out here really honestly, truly and intentionally searching for peace, right? And so a man could go from coming home to somebody that's disrespectful, coming home to somebody that's demanding, getting nothing, to a completely silent home, a completely silent existence. And while it may take some time to adjust, once a man is able to kind of simmer down and think straight, he begins to move in alignment or get back on track with what he was doing before he met you. And true enough, during the relationship, he was trying to say, okay, let me get her handled and let me go back to what I was doing. Let me go back to running down my goals, tracking my vision and trying to chase that vision down. But every single time he got back on track, here you come. Foolishness. Not allowing him to get back to where he needed to be in order to take care of you.
Guys, one way a woman is telling you she does not care about the relationship is if she has a male friend that you are uncomfortable with and you say, I am uncomfortable with said male. And she says, okay, sounds great. He ain't going anywhere. So either you stay knowing that I'm going to be friends with this person or you go. Right then, you go. And this is why. When she doesn't walk away from that friendship to make you more comfortable, what she is saying is she does not see you as a long-term partner. Hear me out. Because if she saw you as a long-term partner, she would have no issues giving up that friendship. She doesn't want to give up that friendship because she doesn't know if you guys are going to work out. So if she tells her friend, I can't be friends with you anymore because my boyfriend doesn't like you, and then a month later, 2 months later, 6 months later, you guys break up, she has to go back to the friendship and hope to God that he still wants to be her friend. So that's what no woman is going to tell you, but that is the truth. So if she doesn't release that friendship from your relationship, that is what she's ultimately saying.
Oh, I saw this study that said 60% of men report feeling lonely, but 71% of those men refuse to date because they don't want to give up their peace and or settle. So it's not that there are not men available. It's not that there are not good men available and good choices available, but those men have figured out life and now they're emotionally stable and they have boundaries and they don't want to just give up their peace just to have anybody. That's why I can't stress to you enough how important it is for you as a woman to be his peace. For you as a woman to not always be at war with that man. For that man to feel safe with you. For that man to want to come home to you. Because if he got to fight all day, why would he want to come home and fight too? Now men are choosing to stay single because they don't want to fight you.
And I think a lot of modern women, they have these full emotional breakdowns when they attend weddings. Doesn't even have to be a wedding, but a lot of times it is, where they'll attend a wedding or some situation where they seem to be like the third wheel, and they'll, post something like after the wedding, oh, I'm happy for my friends, I'm happy for this, and this, but when is my turn? And I say a lot of times it's weddings, but sometimes it could be I'm just the third wheel. I'm just going out with, Susie and Brad, right? We're just sitting having dinner, or, I could be with somebody, have a +1. We go on a double date and I see Susie and Brad. Looks like their relationship is doing fantastically. It may be, it may not be, but you come up with well, when is it my turn? I've been a bridesmaid for a time this year, but yet and still you'll have on your profile, I'm still figuring it out. Or I'm a boss babe, just, kind of looking for my power couple man. Not terrible, but you're not really wanting to be married. That's it. Your mind is not really committed to being married. A lot of these modern women, even though it's coming out of their mouth, even though they're saying it, they're not really ready to be in a relationship. They're not. No, you can say, well, I've been through all of the healing and all of the therapy and all that stuff. You're not ready. You still have a lot of tendencies about you. And a lot of times we like to throw it on the man. Like it's the man's fault. Well, if he would lead properly, then I would do X, Y, and Z. No, I get where you're coming from, but no, that's not how that works. In certain ways, yes. But a lot of these modern women out here, it's their character. They are the issue. They are the problem. You at least gotta fix this over here first. I mean, you could talk. I mean, you could trash him and talk about him and dog him out for the things that he does all you want. But at the end of the day, you still got to fix what's wrong with you.
The fastest way to lose a good man isn't cheating. It's becoming his biggest source of stress instead of his peace. Men don't leave because someone prettier came along. They leave because home became harder than the world. When a man is dealing with work pressure, financial stress, the weight of providing, he needs one place to breathe. That place should be you. But modern women forgot this. They compete with their man instead of complimenting him. They challenge every decision, question his leadership, turn conversations into debates. That's not partnership. That's exhausting. They compete with their man instead of complimenting him. They challenge every decision. A man doesn't need you to be his therapist or his mother. He needs you to be his woman. Soft where the world is hard. Warm where everything else is cold. Loyal when everyone else is conditional. When a woman makes home undefeatable, when she feeds him, desires him, chooses him daily, that man doesn't even see other women. Not because he can't, but because nothing out there competes with what he has at home. Loyalty isn't a promise. It's a reality you create. If your man is distant, ask yourself, am I adding to his peace or his problems? Make home his sanctuary or watch him find peace somewhere else.
You ever have a guy say to you that he didn't want a relationship, he wasn't looking for anything serious, but then he stuck around and started to give you boyfriend energy? Well, here's the thing that you need to know so that you don't get bamboozled. Relationships are a big responsibility for men, okay? They gotta take you out to eat, they gotta invest time and energy in getting to know you. And if a guy can get access to all of your delicious feminine energy, and even more importantly, your body, he is going to want to do the absolute least he can to get the most he can. Problem is, many women don't understand how valuable your feminine energy is and how valuable men find the feminine touch. Ladies, this is why it is so important that despite your feelings of attachment, despite your excitement to have him in your life, you must cut off a man who warns you out the gate that he's planning to waste your time. Because a man cannot waste your time unless you allow it. Now, why is it a waste of your time? If you are looking for a relationship, if you are looking to date with intention, your goal is to meet someone you're compatible with so that you can eventually tie the knot, you are not aligned with this guy. Therefore, you are literally wasting your time. So, if a man tells you up front, I'm planning to waste your time, I want you to 1, thank him profusely, 2, look for the nearest exit and run. Don't walk.
And also one day, modern women are going to have to figure out that if you're going to brag about making 6 figures, you're going to have to produce. You're going to have to produce. Well, I'm a boss, babe. I'm a strong and independent woman. I don't need no man, But I expect a man to be a gentleman. And I expect you to be a nurturer. I expect you to give back to me what I give to you. If I'm pouring into you, I expect you to give that back to me. At some point in time, I would like you to take me on a date. Oh, well, that's not manly. I don't care what you say. I need you to reciprocate at some point in time. Get creative. Well, that's a woman's thing. No, because y'all do that. See, what y'all would like to do is y'all would like to say, well, we got this day, Valentine's Day, it's going to be for women. No, it's supposed to be for couples, I thought. Because we both in love, right? Is it only me that is in love, or is it both of us? Well, then, you got National Girlfriend's Day or National Boo Thing Day or whatever, my birthday, and I got to get something for that. And you got to go all out all week, all month. And then Christmas come and I got to go all out for that. And there's a couple of other holidays in there. Did I say birthday? Got to go all, yep, I got to go all out for that too. There's a plethora of things. And then that's on top of just because. And just because really honestly and truly needs to happen at least 3 to 4 times a month. So you're already getting quality gifts, quality dates, just because. And then your birthday, I got to go all out. Valentine's Day, I got to go all out at some point. And then for all of that, what does a man get? Complaining. He didn't quite do it right, but we bringing him along. Bringing me along where? You need to catch up.
The reason he's not pursuing you is on a list from 100 masculine men that I interviewed, asking them what makes them commit, what makes them approach, what makes them fall for a woman, and what makes them run away, and everything in between. If you want that whole comment report, I will send it to you. But for now, top 3 things that make a man pursue and commit. Number 3 is emotional connection. Who knew? Guys have feelings too. If emotional connection is there, a man is exponentially more willing to commit, which leads to number 2, compatibility and shared values. I remember reading the book, His Needs, Her Needs, where it talks about the most important things to a guy in a relationship beyond physical attractiveness and fulfillment. The third need in that book is recreational activities, where a guy can share what he's doing recreationally with his woman. This is a place where we as guys bond. A lot of guys in essence want to be dating their best friend, albeit a hot best friend. And the number 1 thing that makes a guy pursue and commit is, and I saw this littered throughout the report, it was the answer to a bunch of different questions. I had no idea it was going to be this prevalent, to be honest with you. But the number 1 thing that makes men pursue and commit is loyalty. There are signs that women can give off that they are a loyal woman, and there are signs that women can give off they are not a loyal woman, and those signs can emerge within the first meeting. I'm going to go way deeper onto this and the answers in this report. Again, comment report if you want me to send it to you. And otherwise, I'm Taylor Love, explaining the man brain. Hit the follow button, and I'll see you in the next video.
This girl said, a group of guys at the gym are ignoring me, and it feels so threatening. Like, how are you a foot away, avoiding looking or talking? It's inhumane. Girl, y'all ladies need to make up your mind, bro. Do you want to be left alone at the gym, or do you want attention at the gym? It seems like men can't win either way. You already want us to avoid eye contact when you come in there all double cheeked up. You don't want us to stare, even though it's the most juiciest sight in the world. Then when men don't stare, you're like, oh, why aren't they looking at me? This is very threatening to me. Why aren't they paying me attention? We just need a clear answer from you ladies. Like, do you want us to stare or not? No, I got a question. If there was like a female only gym, this question is for the ladies, would you go to a female only gym? Like if it was right next to the regular Planet Fitness for both men and women? Like if you had to choose, they were both the same price, which one would you rather go to? Because I know some ladies are going to say that they would rather go to an all female gym, but they would low key miss that attention from men.
You continue to have a lot of these modern women who continue to post year after year, morning, noon, and night. I don't need a man. I got my own. I don't need anybody to help me out, and all that other stuff. If I need somebody, I can make a call. And for some reason, they're naturally shocked when a man says, okay, well, if you say that you don't need me, I have other business to attend to. I think, contrary to popular belief, you have a lot of modern women thinking that men are out here waiting on them hand and foot. I'm just waiting for you to call me. I'm just sitting out in some castle somewhere, or you know what, actually sitting out in the field. I've pitched my tent. I've made camp, set up shop here, right? And I'm just waiting on the day to be called, waiting on the day that you come out to the window and you brush open the curtains. Okay, I'm ready for my man. I'm ready for my Prince Charming. Come get me. This is what modern women are thinking that men are going to be doing for them. Just come get me. I'm ready for you. Just whenever. And he waited for 10 years for me. He wouldn't leave. He was persistent. And as a matter of fact, I had like 10 to 15 men. Forget that. I had an army of men camped outside my window. And it would be fun for me because in the summertime, we would have, we would go out there and we would have the games, the Jennifer games, to where they would compete for my love and the person who would win would get a kiss and all that other foolishness. That's what these modern women are thinking. I should have 10 to 15 men compete for my love every summer. And I say, okay, hop up and down for an hour. And they do it. Okay, bark like a dog. And they do it. Okay, the first one who brings me my Starbucks coffee the exact way I want it, multiple times, I'm not even going to say what the number is. And really the number is, if Brad goes over there and gets you Starbucks 10 times in a row versus Jack, who got you Starbucks 9 times in a row, then Brad's going to be the winner. Whoever is willing to go the distance, the ultimate for me, that's the person I'm going to consider giving my time to. That doesn't mean that I'm going to date them. Doesn't mean that I'm going to be involved with them. That just means they get a little bit more, I can't even say attention. They get to sign up to do things for me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You guys are going to, in either way, you're going to be strong and independent, and then you're going to let that strong, independent, I don't need no man, run you right into, okay, well, I'm not strong and independent. I don't want to be strong and independent no more. Bring me a man. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope.
The church is contributing to women's singleness, and this is something that I'm very passionate about, so I'm going to share some things with you. When I say the church, I mean the body of Christ and the building. This does not mean the entirety of all church people, all church folks, all Christians. There's a small percentage of believers in churches that actually contribute to helping women learn how to date, to actually pushing people together for kingdom marriages, and etc. When I say this, I'm not addressing those people whatsoever, because they're actually doing what they should be doing to help kingdom marriages come together. But for the other large percentage, we are being told as women to just wait and sit and serve, and wait and sit and serve. The reason I'm upset about it is because there are women that are doing exactly that, waiting, sitting, and serving for years. Some 10 years, some 12 years, some even longer than that. But because all they've been taught is to wait and sit and serve and to never actually try to do anything on the dating market, they're watching people pass them by, getting married left and right, praying all the prayers, doing all the right things on paper, and quite literally losing hope. It hurts me to see a woman wait for years and years and years and years and years, getting so discouraged, and then finally giving up on the idea of ever getting married, all because they've been taught wrong. I think a large percentage of the women of God that actually do desire marriage could be married right now if they actually knew the practical steps according to dating. People are saying that it's not the church's job to teach us, but it is, because if we're not learning this from the body of Christ, we're going to learn it from the world. And you can't say it's not the church's job to teach us, but then tell us that we need to be single and wait and wait and wait and wait. It doesn't make sense.
He needs to hear this, okay? Well, I'm busy. I don't have time to message you thing. No, they're lying to you. They are lying to you. My man is a scaffolder, works 20 levels higher, and will still pick up my FaceTime call just for me to tell him I got ice cream, okay? And if he is in fact very, very, very busy, he will literally call me back within 10 minutes. Hi, babe. Sorry, I was busy. Are you okay? Yes, babe, I'm okay. I just want to tell you I miss you and that I got hot chocolate today. Okay, babe, I love you. Love that for you. Have a great day. Bye. Okay, bye. 10 seconds. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, just in case you couldn't count. Okay? If your man says do this, go home, start an argument. Okay?
Somebody is gonna be uncomfortable in this situation. Don't you let it be your partner. A lot of people get themselves in trouble because they're way too worried about being nice and keeping somebody else comfortable, and they don't want to hurt anybody else's feelings. Meanwhile, the person whose feelings should matter the most is sitting at home feeling disrespected. And some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. That coworker, that friend, the person that's always testing the boundaries. You know they like you, and you know that their intentions are not innocent. But instead of shutting it down clearly, you want to entertain it to be nice. And that's exactly how emotional doors get left cracked open. Because people very rarely cross boundaries all at once. No, they test access very slowly. And way too many of you think loyalty just means that I didn't cheat. But no, loyalty is also protecting the relationship from unnecessary access, shutting down inappropriate energy immediately, and never making your partner compete with outside attention for respect. And let's be honest, because sometimes being too nice is really just you enjoying the attention, liking the validation, or wanting to keep someone interested just in case. Your partner should never feel uncomfortable because you are too afraid to make somebody else feel uncomfortable. If somebody likes you and you're in a relationship, you need to create distance, clarify boundaries, stop feeding the interaction, and shut it down early. Not harshly, not cruelly, but clearly. Because confusion is often created intentionally. You know, the healthiest relationships are protected proactively, not after the damage has already been done. If somebody's going to leave the interaction uncomfortable, let it be the person trying to cross the line, not the person you promised to protect. Don't ever protect anybody's feelings more than you protect your relationship.
And you know what's funny is that a lot of these modern women will talk about how they want a man with masculine energy. I want a man who acts this way, does this, you know, the whole alpha man at masculine. Maybe not alpha, but like, you know, masculine. Obviously, they like to say they don't, but they have a list of things in their head that they associate with being masculine, right? Whatever. Fine. Problem is, when you actually have that man walk into your life, because you don't really even know what an actual man is, a real man is, then you're like, oh, he's not masculine, or he's not masculine enough, or he's too masculine. You honestly don't even know what any of that is. So it would behoove you, and it would be best for you at this point in time to sit back and learn something. But modern women don't really do that. What modern women want a lot of times is a man in a costume. Well, really don't even want a man. They want a woman in a costume as a man. They want them. I was actually talking to somebody about this today. I was like, you know what? You really don't want a partner. You actually want yourself. Like, you want somebody like yourself. Well, I really don't want somebody exactly like me. You really don't need anybody exactly like you. You just kind of need somebody that has the same values as you. You kind of need somebody that's going in the same direction as you. That's actually what you need. Now, y'all probably not going to have the same personality. Y'all probably not going to have every single thing in common. Y'all probably going to have likes and dislikes that are on the opposite end of the spectrum. But the values and the way that y'all might get to the same conclusion, but y'all think about it a different way. Does that make sense? That's how you have the same values, right? Like, say for there's a saying, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So essentially, she might say, well, I like cornbread. You might say, I like cornbread too. But she might like cornbread from, what's that? Yeah, I know Jiffy cornbread, but there's like another one with a K or something like that. Well, I like crustacean or something like that cornbread. It's a really popular bread. I can't remember it. Well, you both like cornbread. It's just, you like different types of cornbread. So maybe one tries the other and, vice versa. I like that cornbread. So over time, you don't have to have Jiffy and she don't have to have that other type. Just whoever gets what, y'all both going in the same direction, and it's not an argument. It's not an argument. Y'all going in the same direction. But too many times, people actually be going in the same direction, but they fight over the specific way that it has to be done. And you don't need to. Unless somebody is committing a crime or doing something that you absolutely, it's actually one of your pet peeves. You actually cannot stand it. This is something I absolutely hate. Unless it's that, why are you trying to ruin a good thing? That's what you find with a lot of modern women.